side of HAN is getting into the mix. They're jumping into the building, and they have absolutely cleared out the entire side of RRQ. And as a response, the urgent redeployment is called in. The guided missile does land onto the point of C1.
Yep.
And we're going to be notified, hey, listen, objective C1 is under heavy fire. The guided missiles have landed and almost neutralized the point of C1. But you want to talk about being neutralized, take a look at the C2. Under heavy fire, Browser's guided missile could be the saving grace, but 15 seconds might be too long.
This is it. Enough guided missiles have landed on C1. C1 is falling. C2 in complete control. I asked the question, was it too early or too late? And it sounds like it was right on time. A guided missile!
Oh my gosh!
Holy cow! RRQ pick up 8 with the missile and push this game a little bit longer. If there's anybody that can hold, it is RRQ. That was the moment HAN needed to seal the deal and go to the grand finals. And the missile says, not yet. Not today. What are we talking about?
Oh my gosh. The cookie. It is starting to crumble for the side of HAN. 2 vehicles down. I mean, yeah, you've got enough score to go ahead and replenish.
There's no way.
But the time, right, that RRQ is now allotted to go ahead and find a reset of their own. Could they call in a vehicle now? There's the tank that's still alive, right? Maybe?
The attackers just called in another vehicle back here. Yeah, a couple more coming in. So I think the window of opportunity is gone, and they invested a lot of that score into the guided missiles. So down in numbers, but 54 lives remaining. RRQ have held HAN for 130 lives, and they tried to do what you talked about. And again, it was just a hair too late. Miang with a big pickup there. I cannot believe that. Job's not done, though. Got to do it again. Got to get the score up so you can get another missile. We've got 2 on the side of HAN, and you know they're going to use them at the perfect time. The defense feels the pressure, so what do? They actually extend out. They push outside of the point and just go start slaying out. If you can pick up some kills here, kills there, force this team to be down in the low 40s, high 30s for their next push, make sure their push is in a full team of 20 like the last time, you've got a pretty good game plan right now. The problem is if you overextend too much, you're going to have to use either another urgent redeployment if it's off CD, or lose. And that's your only win con, is urgent redeployment, and then hopefully another missile. There is another missile available for RRQ. They've tied the biggest missile of this competition, and here comes the first push. There's a lot of red bodies on the map, which means a guided missiles being called onto C2. The defenders begin to scatter. Could this be a bait? Could they send the missile to the far right-hand side? They have the intel that all of these players are over here. Or is it going to land directly on point?
Would be some incredible insight, but no, they go for the standard approach. Stacks lands a guided missile onto C2. It does find 1 kill, but again, it acts as a giant get-off-the-point notice for the side of RRQ. They're trying to make something happen. The Sanivas are going head-to-head, and Blake is going to win on that side of the approach. HAN are flooding the point. Correction, nobody is on the point right now. When does RRQ decide to invest?
Both teams invested artillery barrages. Both teams put a team respawn beacon down. But only one team's calling in a guided missile right now. If RRQ can hold here, if this missile does not lose from the game, yes, they can answer with a missile of their own. Here we go. 1 missile will fall, not find much. Ragnarsson goes down by it. But the second missile could find a ton. It will probably land directly on point. And therefore, you can see HAN knows that. They're going to back way off. They're actually getting killed just by the gunny of RRQ. And this one does land for 2. And with that urgent redeployment, it's all green on the point. This is going to be a solid amount of respawns, by the way, from the side of HAN. I'd expect to see their lives go down. They're all going to come through this respawn beacon. That's 3 at least. And this respawn beacon is completely shielded from the side of the defense. Defense will not get to that beacon. There's going to be a lot of attackers coming flying through right now. And with another missile, there is now a response, though. RRQ can drop 1 back the other direction. 0 kills from the missile. No green bodies. 1 missile in pocket for RRQ, but they got to move, and they got to move right now.
The guided missile does get called in, but I think it might be a little too late. They're trying to flood the point. They're trying to make a defensive effort. They're trying to hold, but HAN, they're just a little bit too quick. They beat RRQ to the punch. RRQ had the resources necessary to do it. But HAN with a well-timed approach. They snuck onto the point. They dropped the strategic beacon and they caught RRQ off guard. They put 20 people onto the point and the capture rate was just way too quick.
So
RRQ
fast.
have been defeated. They have been eliminated. Third place after an incredible run.
Unreal, man. It was the perfect call by Wanse at the end of the game. Drop the beacon, everybody go. We've got the numbers, and they can't answer in time. A slight delay on the missile call. Does that change it? Maybe. But that zone was captured so dang quick. HAN certainly earned it. And they'll take one bow to the crowd. And they're getting a standing ovation up in the upper balconies right now. A lot of folks cheering for HAN. Folks, HAN going to the grand finals.